Perfect.
What it do? It's your boy T-Rad, and I'm back with some news from Toy Fair. Pixel Dan, one of my favorite channels on YouTube. He got the scoop on so much stuff over the weekend. We got some cool information and some kind of, like leaks and things that kind of fill in the blank on some of the questions we were having and speculating on. So I wanted to get into that. We'll definitely stay to the end because I'm revealing some really cool information that might have us hopeful for the future of this series. Let's kick it off with the Foot. So apparently the Foot is gonna have a Foot lieutenant. He'll be the lieutenant of this I guess Foot Clan now. And he'll be creating our foot soldiers for this series. Maybe he's gonna throw some paper on the floor and wave his wand, and then the origami foot soldiers rise up or something. But apparently he's creating the foot soldiers in this series, so that we got the actual Foot Lieutenant and the foot soldiers, the origami foot soldiers. But Pixel Dan had an interview with Pat from Playmates Toys, and he kind of explained it. So
very cool. So these are foot ninjas. I was kind of unclear about that with the press release pics. So they're foot ninjas.
Yeah, well, he's the Foot Lieutenant, and then he's the origami foot soldier that the Foot Lieutenant can create with the origami paper.
Very cool. I can't wait to see the series.
When you think of the Foot Clan, you pretty much think of Shredder. And watching this video, Pat let out something that has me kind of interested and has me kind of hopeful. He said you're gonna have to wait and see what happens with Shredder.
It's gonna be interesting.
Nope, you'll have to wait and see what happens with Shredder.
That possibly means we might get a Shredder in this, which I thought we were just gonna have Baron Draxum, or they'll create a new villain for these turtles. I watched this whole video, and there is some speculation that we might get our turtles back the way we know and love them. But continue watching this video because we got a bunch of leaks like that, little information that we could grab onto that kind of gives us hope that this series might not be all that bad. So
I have to say that Meat Sweats is my absolute favorite character name I think I've heard in a long time.
Yeah, Meat Sweats is a very, very unique looking character. Yeah. He actually sweats meat off of him during the TV show.
Oh my gosh.
And obviously he has his little meat tenderizer there. Yeah. And
yeah, Meat Sweats seems like he's going to be one of the first mutations, or maybe one of the first villains we possibly see, or first big villains that we lead up to. Apparently he sweats meat. That's gross, and he looks disgusting in cartoon form. His toy actually makes him look a little more presentable. There were some posters in the back of Pat and Pixel Dan, and you can kind of see that. You can kind of see how Meat Sweats looks in cartoon form, and it's not that attractive. So on to the turtles. Actually looking at the turtles, well, it's not in person, but seeing them in action, not in a photo, they, no lie, they kind of look better. They look more, I'd probably buy them all. They don't look as horrible as they looked in that photo. That photo was they look so corny, oh man. But now they're all right. I'm just hoping this is not just a display, because they looked way more better. They had more details in the hands and stuff.
The Raph doesn't have any size this time around.
That is true. That is true. Raphael has what they are called tonfas for the original, for the the first season of the TV show, and then Michelangelo has what's called a Kurosaki Fundo, and eventually maybe they'll graduate into their core weapon.
That's what I was wondering, if eventually they would get them. Okay, I like that. I like that.
You heard what he said. He said the first season of Rise of TMNT, he doesn't have the Sipes. So I'm thinking this first season is just going to be kind of hey, we're going to do something crazy, but don't worry, we're going to run right back into the original stuff. So that, what he just said right there is the key to everything. And it kind of got me so hopeful and kind of so hyped for this, because I don't mind, like, you know, beginning stages type series, and then we go into our normal turtles. Who knows? This is what kind of makes me feel that we can't judge this show before we watch the series, because it might end up being awesome and we don't even know. Yeah, it's really crazy, it's really different, but if we can find something really cool, like if we open our minds a little bit, we might have a good show here. And especially knowing that this might just be the precursor. Raphael's gonna get his scythe and Leonardo's gonna get his dual katanas. Season 2 of Rise of the TMNT might be hopeful. They might even soft reboot and change the name like I was expecting. So who knows? We got one season to get through of this, and we're gonna possibly get our normal turtles back.
So I do like the different sizes here. Like, Raphael is so big and chunky in that figure, and it does look like they're scaled pretty good here, because Raph is bigger than their other turtles in the show, right?
Yeah, he's the oldest, he's the biggest, he's the self-proclaimed leader in this TV show. Yeah. So in the past, it's always been Leonardo. This time around, it will be Raphael starting out as the leader.
Gotcha. Okay, very cool.
Pat also said this to add to it. He said, Raphael is the self-proclaimed leader, and he actually is the leader at first. Like, just listen to his wording, at first. So that kind of gives me hope that my dude Leo is going to take charge once again. Like, maybe he'll be a joker. Maybe he'll be the trickster, like they're calling him, and like he'll be kind of like, you know, I'm the best, I don't have to be the leader. And then something maybe happens where Leonardo has to step up and get more disciplined, and he becomes disciplined as hell, and he becomes the leader. And Raphael steps down because it's like, yo man, like he feels like he's not fit for this, or it's just too much pressure, and he just wants to be a little more. He wants a little less responsibility. So maybe that's what happens. I hope that's what happens. This is my hopes. But yeah, let's keep it going.
So in fall 19, we'll introduce the Hidden City, which again is a new element in this Turtles series, and it's actually below the sewer lair. So the Turtles can go down below, go into this Hidden City, and it is kind of a mystic place. You know, you see the Dragon's Head. Again, lots of different features will be incorporated in this as well. But the cool thing is it's compatible with the epic sewer layer.
I heard there was rumors that they're going to be going underground to like an underground world of like mystic creatures and a bunch of monsters and all this stuff. So apparently 2019, that seems like a season 2 time. They're going to go under the sewer, and they're gonna have their own like under sewer kind of layer, but down there there's gonna be like dragons and like mystical creatures, and and I feel and maybe like little, like, you know, Japanese inspired demons and stuff, and I feel that's where possibly April O'Neil's gonna get that cat thing, or maybe she only has that cat but she goes underground. That's like her spirit animal, or like spirit guide, or like a friend that she kind of meets down there. So that's something kind of cool and really different. So these toys will all be releasing sometime in October, mid-October possibly. So that's something cool to look forward to. Apparently this series, the episodes are going to be like 10 to 11 minutes instead of, like, you know, the normal 22-minute series. Season 1 might end up being like shorter than a normal season of TMNT. This is like following the route of like Teen Titans Go, or Powerpuff Girls, or Steven Universe and stuff like that. I hope they do back-to-back on 10-minute episodes. That would be great. Even though it's for a shorter attention span and the newer generation, but hey, it is what it is. But there's hope. This is supposed to be a origin story, like the beginnings of everything. So let's just keep our fingers crossed that we're gonna get Shredder. Keep our fingers crossed that we're gonna get Leo as the leader and everything goes back to normal. Just happened to be in this new look.
What can you say to everybody that might be a little nervous about this? Is there anything you can say to like kind of ease everybody's mind, or something about this new series that we can expect to see?
Yeah, I think be patient.
Yeah, be patient. It's all gonna make sense.
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay. It's all gonna be okay. Just be patient. Wait till you see it in action. Wait till you see them moving. Wait till you see the voices. We're gonna do something really unique and fun. It's still respectful to the franchise.
We Turtles, you know, like I remember Hello Toy. I remember like the Turtles have been a part of my life. We're very respectful of the brothers, and we're looking after them.
Well, that's all the information I have for you today. Hope you liked this video, and I wanted to leave you guys with the new Mikey, Brandon Michael Smith, saying one of his classic phrases. If you like this video, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and comment below. Let's chop it up. Let's talk about all of this stuff, and what do you feel? How do you feel about the series now that it's that we might get everything back to normal? Are you kind of interested in watching, or are you just like, nah, I'm over it, I'm over Ninja Turtles? I'm gonna give it a shot, so I hope you guys give it a shot too.
Booyakasha or Cowabunga?
Cowabunga!